The current conflict that we are witnessing now in Gaza may appropriately be described as the war on journalists. The Committee to Protect Journalists has recorded as part of its preliminary investigations that at least 83 journalists have been slaughtered in this conflict between Lebanon and Palestine. According to the Gaza Media Office though, the number of journalists killed has passed 100 in late December. Al Jazeera's Gaza Bureau Chief Wael Al-Dahdouh, as a result of mediation from Qatar, left Gaza last week through the Rafah crossing into Egypt, from where he flew into Doha for medical treatment. These are the scenes of his arrival in Qatar. As you may have noticed from the footage, the 53-year-old journalist's hand was wrapped and he walks with a limp. This is as a result of injuries sustained in an Israeli airstrike in December, which killed his Al Jazeera colleague, the cameraman, Samir Abu Daqqa. And as most of you will know by now, Wael has actually lost family through the Israel-Palestine war. He has lost his wife and his son, Hamza Al-Dahdouh, who was also a journalist. They were both killed in targeted Israeli airstrikes. While many voices throughout the Arab world loudly condemn these effective assassinations by the Israelis, no formal governmental voices in the West would do the same. Is this because, as Chris McGill has argued in The Guardian, these journalists are not Europeans? The response from Israeli propagandists has been either to outright deny these killings or insinuate that those who were killed are somehow affiliated with Hamas. None of these objections properly consider, though, that journalists are, according to Article 79 of the Geneva Conventions, supposed to be treated as civilians. Broader than the tragic case of Wael and his family, the conflict is one where the journalists are risking their lives to cover the massacres in Gaza, and they are, as a result, being systematically targeted. The International Federation of Journalists have alleged that Israel is using artificial intelligence to eliminate journalists that are reporting from within Gaza on the destruction. Similar to Wael, the independent journalist Motaz Azaiza, who has amassed over 18 million followers on social media, was also evacuated to Qatar.
So this is a famous word I kept saying it during the 107 days. This is the last time you will see me with this heavy, stinky vest. I decided to evacuate today, so we're sorry, but inshallah, hopefully soon come back and help to build Gaza again.
For his role in covering the massacres from within Gaza, a mission which cost him many colleagues and friends, he received a TRT World Citizens Award earlier this month. American actress Deborah Messing would appear to mock Moataz for leaving the besieged and pummeled Gaza Strip. And just to say the obvious, many people will find this insensitive and ridiculous. The fact that someone who would claim to be a professional can say such words, can behave in such a manner. Moataz, in his message when he spoke about leaving, said that there were reasons the audience knows and does not know about the circumstances surrounding his leaving from the Gaza Strip. But that is besides the point though. And what makes the case of Deborah Messing even worse is that from the comfort of Hollywood, a place as we have previously described, is relentlessly pro-Israel, Messing can taunt Gazan journalists knowing that there will be no negative repercussions from within her industry. Actresses from within Hollywood can sit back, drink coffee, go out and walk their dogs, and come back and criticize Gazan journalists like Moataz, who have been for months risking their lives. At 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐿, we are effectively involved in a journalistic endeavor, attempting to cover, to the best of our abilities, the events taking place on the ground, on the Gaza Strip. The end of this video is therefore dedicated to more than 100 Palestinian journalists who have paid with their lives to cover this genocide, those who have been forced to leave, and those like Noor Harazin who evacuated her children but returned to Gaza herself shortly after to continue her coverage. These people, the ones that I have mentioned by name and those whom I have not mentioned by name, they are real heroes doing heroic work on the ground in Gaza. If you like our work and you're a fan of everything that we are doing with regards to the news reporting, then do click the subscribe button down below and share our channel with your friends and your family.